Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I covered this strike, unionized auto workers strike, and they're dealing with the guys in charge of them. And I have here a little article that I thought it was really stupid. And I will tell you why. I think these guys really think that they are more important than they really are. They don't understand that the unionized union members, if they don't like it, they can leave. They talk about a certain if the CEO got a raise of 40% in 4 years, that the same thing I should get. Says who? Let me show you this article here. And remember, I don't have any dog in this fight. I don't care about the unions. I don't care about those guys in charge. But just look at this. United Auto Workers justifies this wage demands by pointing to CEO pay raises. We're not together in this, man. What are you talking about? You can't demand the same pay as that guy or percentage that's determined by some other people, not you. Anyway, so how high were they? So let's see what's going on here. It's been a central argument for the United Auto Workers Union, and listen to this. If Detroit's three automakers raised CEO pay by 40% over the past 4 years, workers should get similar raises. Why? Why? No, you get 1%. You don't like it? Leave. They will not leave. They have boats, they have houses, they have families, they have children, and they will be staying over there. And if they leave, they will be replaced. Half price, guarantee you. Half pay, guarantee you that. So these guys are trying to use a kind of like, it's not fair. You got 40, we should get 40. No, you should get how much those guys over there, good or bad, decide. They are in charge, not you. You're just used. That's what we are, workers, used. We give our labor, our force, and get money, how much the guy wants to pay us, and we negotiate. We don't like the negotiation, we leave. That's not my company, it's theirs. I remember when an owner told me, first when I came to the United States of America, and I worked as a laborer. He said, you know what, if someone brings the union in my company, I close the business. And who's losing? This guy's going to go work at McDonald's, but the other one? Anyway, so he said like this. If this breaks, the tool, which is me, breaks down, I'm going to go and buy another one. So that's the mentality. That's their business. You're just employed there. You bring your force. That's all. Because if you were like them, you would have the same kind of company as they had. But you don't. I don't. So that's why I'm scratching at their door to get something to do. It's not they grabbing me from the couch. Hey, come and work for me. You go and work because you want. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Work for someone else. Or work for yourself. I hope you work for yourselves. That's the best thing. So remember, this kind of, you got a raise, I deserve the same one. There are a lot of people who don't get raises. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but it's kind of like, what are you talking about? You're not in position to say that. Might sound very rough, but hey, what am I supposed to do? Because by that, I can ask Biden to give me $500,000 a year, as he's got. Because why? I'm a citizen. I know the analogy is very weak, but still, you're in a company that you don't own. And I made a video yesterday regarding an example that I know, person. He worked as a janitor. I think he still works as a janitor for General Motors, but not employed by General Motors. He works for a, how do you call it, subsidiary, contractor, subcontractor. He works, but falls under the union thing. And this janitor worked nights. He's got a $9,000 bonus 3 years ago. $9,000. I've never got $9,000. Never got 3,000. I got 1,500 in 1,000 years ago as a laborer. But I know that laborer. I was a superintendent, but it was a different story. 1,500 as a superintendent in constructions. How about that one? Well, I'm not saying they should not. I'm just giving you, what, janitor, $9,000 bonus? I tell you straight to your face. Imagine how much, let's say, another person, a fork guy or forklift operator gets. I have experience with those ones too in my life. And I know how fast they were moving at GM, the slowest in the business. I always wanted to go to Honda or, I don't know, other ones. The Japanese work like crazy. These guys, not really. Anyway, not trying to bash them. I'm saying this. I think they are just out of their mind thinking that those guys are going to give them 40%. And if they give them, good for them. But the rest, no, just look and say, GM, who makes what, between $19, almost $20 an hour minimum to, that was an article I covered yesterday, to $32 an hour with bonuses, profit sharing, they're 140%. You? Anyway, you can say, well, it depends on how you guys, make your bed, you lay in it, right? So UAW president has repeatedly cited the figure, contrasting it with the 6% pay raises auto workers have received since their last contract in 2019. He opened negotiations with the demand for a similar 40% wage increase over the 4 years, along with a return of pensions and cost of living increases. The UAW has since lowered its demand to 36% wage increase, but the two sides remain far apart in contract talks, triggering a strike. Well, if I would be over there and I would say, you know what, I'm not going to give you 36, I'm going to give you 5. And you have a deadline to decide an hour. And after that, I'm going to just, you leave, I know exactly what's in the contract, I fire you, I close the doors, and I'm going to start hiring, I don't know, some guys from Texas, just to give you a hint, right? I'm going to train them on the job, and I'm going to find some Romanians as well. And I'm going to pay them half. I'm going to pay them half your income. And no bonuses whatsoever. We're going to start over. No union. Oh, you have to unionize? Okay, we're going to get the same point then. My friends, they have the knife and the product. They cut you how much they want. And it seems like these guys think that they can demand the same treatment as a CEO. Do I think the CEO has, I know it has like $24 million a year. Do I think it's a lot? Compared with a GM who makes, $80,000 or something like this? Yeah, I think it's a lot, but the discrepancy is big, but I don't know the ins and outs, and that's none of my business. You sometimes have to look at how much you get compared with the ones below you, not only the ones up. I think that a GM worker who makes $30 an hour and gets a bonus as, let's say, $15,000 an hour, I think it's way too fucking much. All right? As a worker from below that, I would say there's too much. What am I supposed to do? Fight my worker, my employer to get that? What's going on here? So I think from some other people's perspective, below, that should look like what's going on here? Well, if you can get it, get it. I have no problem, that's not my business. But it's this kind of demand that, and the point of view that I demand, because why? Why? I will strike and you're going to lose money. You're going to lose your job. And I guarantee you those people with $30 an hour working on a forklift or working at the assembly line, they will not get a job with $30 an hour overnight. Okay? They will not. They will not. Now probably they do, because I saw over here some, they offered again like $17 to $22 an hour for a restaurant job. Well, why don't you go and thank Biden? Because as far as I know, United Auto Workers voted for him. All right, good luck with that, my friends. Good luck. I hope you get 1,000% increase in sharing. But I think like this, the business is going to die. I think it's going to be dying. They're going to move somewhere else, and you're not going to have a job anymore. You're going to work at McDonald's and other things that, not even McDonald's, because someone has to eat that. And to eat, you have to pay. Who's going to pay? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.